Okay, hello. Welcome back to my latest stream. Hope you're doing very well, having a nice day and a nice week. It is time to finish this game. I'm hoping I will finish it in this go, so I'm going to jump straight into it. I'm not going to waste any time waffling. We can catch up while I'm playing. I was told there's about an hour and a half left. It's been a really fun game. I thoroughly enjoyed it. I'm looking forward to whatever the next game will be, but in order to do that, obviously, I need to wrap this up. So, we still need one more item from memory. I should give myself a better recap before I come on stream, where I should see where I left off, but still missing one item. We found all the people. And then in terms of locations, I have been to them all. Welcome, Sundorman. How are you? How are you? There is still one item missing. I do have the guide button, which I probably will do just to get me going. We should say it's Poppy's room. Okay. Oh, because we had the music box, right? There are sounds I need to find, and these will be icons to put in the lizard statue. Yeah, the hints were being very taking me all over the shops, weren't they? Because if I click it again, do we hear some kind of melody in the music room? We should say Poppy's room. So everything is telling me to go to Poppy's room. There is some sort of music or song being played in here. Wasn't getting before. Now I thought it could just be any noise. In that case, it would be like the butterflies and stuff. But... And she's playing the piano. But then when I click her or the piano, it doesn't quite work, does it?
It's one of those big pianos.
Don't touch it.
Why not?
Might be haunted.
Yeah, okay. So then in terms of the other instruments...
It's pretty dusty, so I'm guessing nobody.
Okay. Okay, we'll get that doorbell. I thought it might be the butterflies. But no. Oh, this isn't Poppy's room, is it? This is the music room. Although that other hint did say. So let's check. Yeah, sorry. So it's telling me to go to the music room and Poppy's room. We will go to Poppy's room. Thank you. Well remembered, Nido King. Welcome. How are you? Hope you're both doing well. So it said to come in here as well. Because there are two... not that one. There are two sounds left to get on there with this. There's space for two more. One was the bird song, one was the humming. So in terms of noise in here, we have this clock. We have another piano.
There's a name. You know.
There's some more music
Sheet
there.
music.
It's only a few notes.
It's been
Ah,
fun,
there we
though.
go.
Must be important for some reason.
There we go. Okay, so that is the last item then. So what if we show Poppy this? Will she play it for us? Was that it? Did we both pretty much see it at the same time?
Yeah, it's mine.
Oh, can you play the tune for us?
Can you play the tune for us?
Sure. It's literally 8 notes. I have it memorized.
Here we go. Okay. Interesting. Freya's paints.
Why is the glass...
Natural wear and tear, maybe?
No way. Freya took good care of her stuff.
There we go. Bird song. Awesome. Okay, so both of those hints were kind of telling me we're both to do with that, no? Did we hear some kind of melody by the main entrance? Interesting. So yeah, just to get me past these couple of things, I will use the hint button. I haven't used it all game, have we? We've been pretty good, even though I've used you. So, what are we saying here, then? What's that?
Oh.
What?
Oh. There's an O on the floor.
Oh, it's for the
Yeah,
sign.
Tangle
Yeah, got it.
Tower.
Twar.
The bell. There we go. Awesome. We got them all.
That's all 4 melodies, I think.
So, what do we do with them?
I bet you were expecting me to spend the first half an hour trying to find these right, but we've done it in 2 minutes.
Should we go back to the gardens
Pretty
again?
damn good, if you ask me. Basically amazing in this game.
Let's try this again.
Let's indeed.
You know, I
Try
think
this
we
again.
might be able to solve this now.
Okay.
That's gotta be right.
Nothing. Maybe it's broken.
Wait. Do you hear that?
What?
Where do you think it goes?
Let's go.
Down.
Let's go down. Below the house, there's a level. Let's go. I just have to keep checking that my stream's not dropping because if you haven't figured it out already, I do have issues sometimes at the beginning of a stream or when I stream 7 days earlier in the week. It actually cut off at one point. My internet absolutely sucks here. I thought I would have improved it by when I went to EE, but sadly not. So I'm now, the first time testing hotspotting on my phone because I have unlimited data, and my internet speeds on my data are much better than the Wi-Fi. So I did just start the stream and it tanked, but I cancelled that one, started a new one, and it's been okay so far. So these are the struggles when you can't have Virgin Media, who have much quicker internet speed. Okay, let's talk to our second in command first. Okay, let's just talk about that. So,
Forensic Entomology, Volume 3.
That's an incredibly specific area of study.
Forensic Entomology,
Oh,
Volume 3.
That's an incredibly... It looks like they're being boiled. But the liquid is ice cold.
interesting.
A cracked glass tank with 9 little rooms. Each one has 1 or 2 insects inside. I can't tell if they're still alive.
I like that you called them rooms.
What's in there? It's a little diagram of a beetle, with some incomprehensible notes scribbled next to it.
That's weird.
What?
It looks really normal compared to the beetles behind the glass.
Well, it's that one, no?
9 beetles. All different.
Like it's got
all
the same,
dead.
like 2 circles and then the curved thing, 2 circles and the curved thing.
Poor little guys.
There's a bunch of notes written all around them. It's mostly numbers. No idea what they mean.
Well, it's definitely that one, but okay.
9 beetles.
Okay.
There's a bunch. It's mostly numbers.
Is that all we're going to say for now here? Cool, moving on.
Bugs. Big ones.
Looks like they're made of metal. A candle, perched on
Very medieval.
I was
No, I wanted
thinking
to do
Medieval pirates.
The blackboard.
It's so dark I can barely tell what I'm looking at. Rows of plants,
They look like
growing in
stopwatches.
wide wooden boxes.
What color is the soil?
It looks black, but it's too dark to tell.
Is it locked?
Seems likely, doesn't it?
Oh,
Weird looking safe.
I'm pretty sure the latches can slide into the middle.
diagonally slide the latches until they're in the correct position. Oh boy. Oh, for the key to go from one to the other. Interesting. Well, so you have to start with this one, I guess. Has to be that one. And then be this one. Wait, no, surely not. Oh, okay, there's ones over here. No. Am I alright? Interesting. Oh, this is quite complicated. Okay. So something needs to go by here. Which is only ever going to be this one, right? That doesn't seem to, like, overlap it very well. That goes under it. Sensible sequence of force moves to start with. So, like that as well, because one of these needs to start there, and one of these needs to start like that. Is that what you're saying? And, like, does that count? There's a gap. I feel like they probably have to be, like, flash over each other. If that is the case, then I'm a little bit stuck. Doesn't count, okay. I mean, is that what you mean by there's like there's ones that like you would technically have to do because they're the only ones that would line up with it? That's not going to line up with it. These kind of like lock into place. And then these all kind of overlap each other, so they're the two blues, and then there's three of those colours. One option even lines up. Nothing's going to line up with that. That just kind of goes back on itself. So if that doesn't... They don't move, do they? Yeah, they just go diagonal. The noise I'm not a fan of. Because these are all going to have gaps in between them. Which colours cover which colours? The orange goes over blue. Pink goes over blue. And green goes under orange. And then green goes over red. Okay. These are really not my strong suit, these. Okay, so yeah, you can just overlap them, and as long as there is like a solid thing going along, then it's fine. I see. Do I see? I don't think I do see. I need to, so I need to start either end. That end's a bit of a mad end, because... Like, could I do that, and then it... Oh no, because then that blocks that. I do that. And then... No. Yes. Okay, so now I've done that. Progress. So now... Oh. Okay. So that one could go to there, but then that looks like a dead end, right? So that can't be right. I'm trying to carry this bit on. Although it could carry... No. Okay. I'm warming up. Give me a nice hard puzzle to start with. What I've done so far must be right. Managed to get the end one to come to here. But yeah, you're right. Like, doing that one for now is pointless. It has to be... Unless... Does doing that help me in the long term? Maybe? Probably not. That can overlap with that one as well, just to show these ones. But... more sensible approach. Okay, so let's focus on this bit instead then. That means I need to get this one involved. That would have to go... So the only one that can come into play here is that one, but then it's sending it the wrong way. Ah! No. No. This purple one. This one here that I put like that. That's incorrect. This bottom right one. Damn. That would make sense. I'll pull it back. That's fine. We'll just focus on this then for now. Okay, well, I'll bear in mind because I remember where that one was. So to continue this one, it has to be green. No purple one can continue that path. Well, yeah, that's fair. This can't either because there's a gap there. Unless... Ooh. Oh. Okay. I'm cooking. Oh, the noise. I'm so sorry about the noise. It's annoying me. What do you reckon with that? I'm gonna assume I'm onto something. But then, yeah, that does not line up. As is. And there's nothing else I can put over here to help with that, really. Right, okay. Wait, does that help at all if I did do this now? Probably not, right? Because I need to start getting it more over this way. What do we do here? Stop pulling stuff out just for the sake of it. I'm assuming it is, because you're not going to go back on yourself there. So it's either doing a straight line, which it could still be that. But I thought, obviously the other option is that. In the background. What, like the arrows need to like click, like end on a crossroads? Line up the tabs. Okay, thank you. But I'm stuck here now. Only one tap to reach the green path. This one. It's not lined up. Like, that can reach the green. You're right, that is the only one that can reach the green, but... Oh, I see. Oh, I see, because there is give there. I get you. I understand. I apologize. Okay. Okay. So now that does go around there, all the way here, down this blue. Ooh. This one's gonna have to get involved, isn't it? Okay, so from here, by the logic that you're saying, although that one goes over. That's not. Oh, it'd have to go like that. Oh. Oh my god. Oh! Oh! I'm doing it. You're doing it, Peter. You're doing it. Have I done it? Just keep in mind that you don't need to use the full length.
I got it.
Oh boy, that is one that like looks really complicated. But yeah, I guess once you do, I didn't. Yeah, I think the main thing that got me there was even though something might look lined up right, when you move in the next one and it doesn't fit, it's because the original one would still fit even if you adjusted it slightly, which would then help for the next one. Well done. Well done.
I'm impressed.
Well done, us.
Anything inside?
Yeah.
Have a look.
More research.
Okay, a folder containing research notes and diagrams. Our unique flora and fauna is the byproduct of a number of as yet unidentified chemicals. Yeah, it did. It did. It looked like there was quite a lot of different options that you could do, which would obviously then be dead ends. These chemicals are continually present in the water, forming clouds and filling the lake. This causes a variety of mutations in plants and animals. Smaller creatures such as arachnids, insects, mollusks, amphibians and crustaceans are the most affected. However, the chemicals may travel up the food chain and cause mutations in birds and reptiles. As far as we know, mammals remain completely unaffected. Okay. There's chemicals in the water that's why there's maybe like those flowers that are like jewels, and then it's also affecting little animals as well.
Whose research is this?
Oh, okay, I need to speak to her.
This is some seriously in-depth research.
That's impressive, but it's incomplete. There's a section missing.
Oh yeah, there is. Oh, the bug. There we go. So that was Mr. whatever his name is.
This is Pointer's secret lab.
Pointer, that's it.
Definitely seems like he's the one using it.
I guess not a lot of people know about the secret entrance.
Right. But if Pointer's the only one who comes down here, why would he need to lock his research in a safe? Who is he hiding it from?
He's just paranoid, especially about his golden beetle.
What do you think he's trying to do exactly?
Why is there so much research on this beetle, and why is it hidden? So it looks like most of them are about Pointer. Locked up, wasn't aware of, has been trying to breed. Interesting. In the greenhouse, in Flora's tower, in the underground laboratory, in the astronomy tower, in the rooftop garden. Why is there so much research on this beetle? So it's got to be to do with the beetle. Been trying to breed, wasn't aware of. Locked up, has been planning to kill, I don't think so. Was hiding from. Been trying to breed the golden beetle? Because there are a lot of bugs in here.
Pointer has been trying to breed
I was overthinking
the
it
golden
then.
beetle in the underground laboratory.
Why? Because it's rare?
Because it's gold?
Is that it?
I think so. I don't think he cares about entomology any more than he cares about astronomy. He just wants to get one over on Felix. If he can breed his own gold, suddenly Poppy's inheritance is looking pretty
Infinite.
Hmm.
Might explain why he was so worried about losing the beetle. Maybe somebody did steal it.
Might have been Freya after all. We know she was trying to get through the secret door in the garden.
She might not have known what was down here, though. Maybe she was just curious.
Curious, sure, but not naive. I reckon she knew what was going on.
I think we're still missing the bigger picture. There's no way this is all just about a beetle. We're done.
Ready to go down? Again?
Yeah. I think I've looked at everything here. Oh, we're going down again. There's another down. Wow. Lowest level.
It's an old coat rack. Looks thoroughly neglected.
2 cloaks, and a green hat draped on top for good measure.
Old cardboard boxes.
How exciting.
Oh, but there's more. They're also damp and empty.
There's a roll of paper up there.
I'll see if I can reach it.
Let me guess. Blank.
Oh, it's blueprints of the mansion. Was this when he was building? Yeah, because it's Grand Hall. Oh, so this is before the towers were in play. You had library, storage, music room, aviary, and then just 2 bedrooms, a study, and then the garden.
The rooftop garden. That name makes a little more sense in this context.
A bedroom.
Penny's room, I think. Study. Wait.
I know what you're thinking. And no, we never went in there.
Oh yeah, the different name, Misted Mansion. Before it was called Tangle Tower.
How did we miss it?
So we haven't been in the study.
Wait.
I know what you're thinking. No, we never.
How did we miss
Interesting.
it?
Secret room.
A bedroom.
That's Fifi's room, isn't it?
Storage.
That wasn't called storage,
It's
was it?
Freya's
Yeah,
room.
Freya's room, okay.
The library. The grand hall.
What's that thing in the middle?
I think it's that big glass tube.
And that gets you to the study, does it?
Music room. It's the aviary. That's the room we're in now. It must be. It's not labeled as anything on these plans, though.
I think it already existed when this was made.
Interesting. Bank
This
that.
seems pretty significant.
Agreed.
So yeah, a roll of parchment, which the plans for a grand mansion have been drawn. I know, right? Yeah. Thankfully, it's a little bit bigger than under the stairs, but yeah, it's still that same treatment. A roll of parchment, yeah, blah, blah, blah. A horizontal line marks where the lake was before. A second marks where it is now. Sure, okay. The mansion has been built on top of a large structure above the lake, ornamented by pillars. Freya's room is listed as storage. A room labelled study is in the centre.
We're too late. This photograph has been stabbed.
Why? By what?
Not sure. Some kind of metal stabbing thingy.
Ooh. A sleek but sturdy metal rod has been stabbed into a photograph. The rod has a curved and pointed tip like an arrow or the hand of a clock. It has a small loop at the back with a short length of red rope connected to it, but the metal is perfectly clean and polished, but the rope has been cut off.
So what's the photo?
In frame, but it's slightly damp. The photograph shows a young girl, which is the one Freya was drawing, Flora. A large man is sitting next to her. I don't think we've met him. Around them... Oh, have we? Is that her husband? Around them are several red and white birds. A metal object was stabbed into the photo, leaving a hole near the man's chest.
Do you know who it is in the photo? This man in the photo.
We haven't met him, have we?
He reminds me of something from one of our clues.
Oh, have we? Reminds you from something in one of our clues. Something which depicts the man. Him?
That's not
No?
right.
Okay, sorry. Him. My
Felix
bad,
made
my
a little
bad.
model of him for Flora.
Yeah, it makes sense when you know who he is.
Oh, shit. Remington?
Lord Remington.
Remington.
The
That
middle
makes him
family
Flora's
that didn't
father.
have people here,
And
right?
The girl in the photo is...
Yeah, it's her. See the bird, too.
I never would have guessed. Times sure do change.
I don't know. I don't think she looks so different.
Well, she looks happier. Looks a lot happier. Okay.
A single book on a little makeshift table.
This is creeping me out slightly.
Why?
I think it's a children's book.
Oh. Ah, a children's picture book. It looks very old. You got the ink dip bird, which is obviously the one that had the red feather. The silver snake, an aquatic reptile with no eyes and a long tongue. The soul bearer, crab with 3 different sized claws, and then obviously the amphibia. That's the statue with the harp, a frog-like creature walking on 2 legs. Okay, I think is that everything in here? The fact that my character she hasn't said like, right, this is everything. Should we go? Makes me think I've missed something. Have I missed something? I don't think I have missed something. Can we leave? I can always come back, can't I? I want to go back in here.
Let's not wander off right now.
Okay. There is something here.
It's an empty bookcase.
Something tells me it's been empty for a long time.
Basements don't normally have windows.
We're at the bottom of the lake. We must be.
Right. But if that's the lake bed, why does it look like that?
Like what?
White, smooth, no plants, no anything. That's not what a lake looks like.
There we go.
Where are we?
Did you notice how much light this room has? For a room with 1 candle?
It's all coming through the window.
I'm pretty sure lakes are supposed to be darker at the bottom, not lighter.
True.
Why is there a room down here anyway? And why is it so much older than the rest of Tangle Tower?
We still don't really know why people came to live here in the first place.
Maybe they just wanted to get rich, like Pointer with his beetles.
I feel like the Remingtons came here for the lake, for what was in it.
It's empty, though. More empty than a normal lake would be.
It is now, yeah. Maybe we're too late.
There we go.
Let's head back up to the Grand Hall. I want to find that last room.
Oh, right. Okay.
Wow, it's dark all
Why
of a
is it
sudden.
dark all of a sudden?
How long were we down there?
I'm a bit scared. Is everyone else here? Where is everyone?
Let's not wander off right now.
They're not in the pictures anymore. I can't leave, but they're not in the pictures anymore.
This must be it. This
Scary.
thing goes all the way up.
How are we supposed to get up there?
Hang on, it's pitch black, but I think there's a switch.
Yeah, better not be a fucking horror. But it is creepy.
A ladder.
Want to go up?
Not really. Sounds pretty linear. Awesome. Yeah, I guess I've done the bulk of the sandbox where you can choose your own order. The Hidden Heart. Find your way into the secret room. God, there's a lot to look at here. Jeevery.
Centipede, millipede, how many legs has it got?
Too many.
There's that crab
Is
from the
that a
book.
crab?
It's got a translucent exoskeleton. You can actually see its insides.
Also, crabs normally have 2 claws, right? Not 3?
Exactly, and they're all different. Oh,
Yeah.
Grimoire,
Shit.
don't you think it looks
I
familiar?
didn't mean to skip the first line. Limbs of the creature can be rotated. Oh, okay, well, can I...
This crab
Right.
really...
That little wooden...
Yeah, but I don't think that's going to help us. I think I've seen it more recently.
Yeah, I wanted to look at the book. Right, so pointing that way, and then... Bit annoying I can't compare. Because now I've already forgotten.
Is that a...
It's got a...
Also, crab...
Like that. That was right. That needs to be opened. Something like that.
I guess
I don't think we need
What do you
to-
mean?
We have all the information we need in our case file.
Can I not open the case file? Just like a crab
This
dab.
crab,
But-
yeah, I think I've
You
seen
think they'd let you open your book? There. You would also hope that I'd have better memory than this. Right. The left one is like 3 o'clock. The other one is 2 o'clock. That's the easiest way to remember it. And then the other one's pointing diagonally up a little bit.
Is that
It's got
also
Like that. No, like that. No, it was not that much. None? Well, it wasn't flat, so maybe it is. 3 o'clock. 2 o'clock.
I guess that's
I don't think we need
Was
to.
that
We
wrong?
have all the information we need in our case file.
Ooh! Oh, okay, right. You can... Right. Right. I didn't know that you could move that bit as well. This is definitely like 3 o'clock. Hmm. I swear this one had like the big pincer on like the left-hand side. That one was shut. Is it really gonna have to make me take a photo? That's not right.
Perfect.
Oh, that's right. Okay. Okay. A crossbow, of course.
What's this?
Something somebody didn't want us to find.
Interesting. Crossbow. Hmm.
What is it?
A weapon.
Was someone trying to hide it? From us?
I don't know, but it looks incomplete to me. I want to know what happened to the rest of it. Where are the other parts?
Ooh. Do we have them already? I don't know.
We found them already.
I mean, I feel like that scope was the scope. Yeah, I mean that has that's for the lens. And then that's like a. I don't have like a tripod. Well, I've got all the items actually, so. Oh, I do have everything. Done.
What do you make of it?
Awesome.
Not sure. Let's keep an open mind.
You don't think the crossbow is the murder weapon?
Oh no, the crossbow is definitely the murder weapon. But that doesn't mean we've solved the mystery.
Interesting. Have I got that now as an item? I do. Interesting. There's like a reel, so that was that what they were using to like catch the creatures in the lake that grew differently that was probably valuable.
Who are all the people in this photo?
Not sure, but it looks like someone didn't like them very much. Their eyes have all been crossed out.
A photograph in a sturdy wooden frame. It's dusty and looks several years old. A brass plaque at the base of the frame reads the Ambassadors of Misted Mansion. The photo shows 2 women and 3 men wearing a variety of different styles of clothes. All 5 people have had their faces crudely covered with black ink. So they're going to be the Pointers, the Remingtons, and the 3 family names, basically. Interesting. He looks like Pointer family. He looks like Flora family.
That photo is important. I'm sure of it.
Another photograph.
Their faces are all crossed out with some kind of black ink.
That's weird.
Oh, you think so?
No, I mean, something I just realized. Sally, did we meet any of these people here at Tangle Tower?
Well, the woman on the left looks a little like Poppy, but her style is way different. And
It
at
does look
first I
like
thought the
Poppy,
guy on the
yeah.
top right was Felix, but now that I look at it, I don't think it is him.
I think it's their family, right? Okay, I'm gonna leave that middle one because I feel like that's what is leading me to click. Have a look at these
An
weapons.
axe
There's one
and
missing
some kind
off
of
the
hunting
wall.
rifle
Like
mounted
a-
on the wall.
Pickaxe?
Honestly, doesn't look like they've been.
Oh, it's the
moving
crossbow.
for
Sorry, it's the
years.
crossbow that's missing.
I'm more worried about the third one,
The third one?
the one that isn't there.
The crossbow. Didn't want to let me click
Coffee
it.
table, half-empty wine bottle, lamp left on. I'm gonna say someone's been using this room.
Someone complacent enough to leave their notebook lying around.
Hello. Several pages have been ripped out, but a few remain. Fifth ambassador located, finally. Can't say I harboured any optimism. Still somehow disappointed. No better than the rest of them. Took my misted friend into the music room for experiments. It works, perhaps too well. The laboratory was another disappointment. All that effort for what? He's even more short-sighted than I could have guessed. Went to the bottom. Nice view. It's been mostly cleaned out, but I have what I need. She got in. She was careful. Nothing was moved, but I know it's time. Ooh, it's starting to thicken up the plot. Interesting. Very interesting. Okay, so someone is not happy with the 5 ambassadors, which would think it's someone that's not related to any of them.
An incinerator built into the wall. It's still pretty hot.
Is there anything left inside?
It's mostly ashes. But yeah, there's something.
Not much more than a pile of dust and ash. Among the ashes are several black buttons, and red-coloured scraps of fabric are still visible. Interesting. Also, who knew I'd get 2 pages worth of items? So I am missing one.
Dragon?
Snake?
Worm?
That's the one.
They called this room a study?
What would you call it?
The secret death chamber of doom. It's a wooden pinboard hung up on one of the chains.
Looks like there's a couple of things missing from it.
A large central sheet of paper has been pinned to it. 4 lines have been drawn from a gap in the centre. A smaller sheet underneath features a drawing resembling the silhouette of a cloaked figure. Well, that's the PI, isn't it? That looks
Someone's
like the PI.
been using this room. I don't get it. This room is in the original building plans for the mansion, but nowadays it's some big secret?
It's not a secret to everybody. At least one other person still knows about this room.
The way the notebook was left out on the table makes me think it's someone who has the room all to themselves.
Whoever it was, they left more than just the notebook. There's a whole design project on this pinboard. Feels like someone put quite a bit of effort into it.
It's a shame there are things missing from it. I'm betting it'd make more sense if we could see it all together.
That might not be impossible, you know.
Yellow note. Yellow note. So I need a bit with like the corner ripped off. I thought, oh there. Okay, and then this one. This one's more difficult. Like a central photo of someone. Of someone or something. Kind of want to see what it looked like again. I don't think I've got it. I don't. Probably something from earlier on. Tangle Tower?
That doesn't
We
seem...
need something that could attach to the pinboard.
Okay. Tape at the top. Oh, and lines coming in. Thank you. Yes, yes, yes. The abstract painting.
The painting from Freya's room and those sketches. Did Freya design Detective Hawkshaw's clothes? What kind of sense does that make?
I don't think that's why Freya
I
made
think
that
that's
painting.
why it's there.
But it may have been why somebody took a photo of it to use as reference. And as for those sketches of Hawkshaw, I don't think Freya actually drew them. It was somebody else. Someone with less of a talent for art.
Doesn't exactly narrow it down.
It does. The
Should
guy
we go
got
ask
left who did
Detective
rubbish
Hawkshaw
paintings.
about all this?
I'm not sure. I still
We
don't
trust
know
her?
what's really going on.
Oh. the murder.
Time to solve this.
I have no idea. How am I meant to solve
All
this?
right. Break out the notebook. Time to put it all together.
Let's start with this. It's an arrow for the crossbow, and it matches Freya's wound. It's the murder weapon. I'm sure of it.
Despite
Okay.
the fact it doesn't have any blood on it, and it wasn't found anywhere near the crime scene.
Mm-hmm. It was cleaned, then it was hidden.
moved.
I don't think anybody expected us to get down to that room at the bottom of the lake.
Okay, so Freya was shot by a crossbow.
It would have
Where
to be
was it
someone
fired
from. But it would have to be. Well, it wasn't fired from Flora because it didn't go through the painting. Why would it come from the egg? Oh, from above Freya. It was fired from in front of Freya. It was fired from behind Freya. I mean, it would make sense to be behind Freya, but I'm wondering what's that arrow meant to be? Oh, from above. I get you. And then it could have been reeled back in, I guess.
It was fired
I don't know.
above Freya.
Above, huh?
Yeah.
I don't
Our
know.
diagram doesn't show everything. Let's add in the rest of the crime scene.
Yeah.
The attic.
Yeah.
Perfect hiding place. We even found a part of the murder weapon up there.
Oh,
The
we
wheel was
did.
used to pull the arrow back
Back
up
up.
through the crack in the floorboards.
Yes.
Explains why we never found a weapon at the crime scene, I guess.
The murderer.
I
must
forgot
have
we found
dropped
part of the murder
wheel
weapon
in
up
the
there,
attic.
otherwise I would have chosen
I'm
that
guessing they
quicker.
were in a hurry to escape.
Wait. The arrow was fired through the crack in the floorboards?
Yeah, it's directly above where Freya was found lying on her back.
Nope. Doesn't add up.
Oh.
It would have missed her if she was still standing up by the painting.
Ah, right.
Unless...
Unless Freya was already lying on her back. Unless Freya was never hit by the arrow. Unless the arrow was fired diagonally. Well, no, if there's only one crack, then maybe was she already
Freya
lying
was
on her back?
already lying on her back before the arrow was fired.
Why?
I think so too.
She'd fallen unconscious.
She'd fallen unconscious.
I am.
Something in the room caused Freya to fall unconscious.
I'm just forgetting things from previous streams that I'd probably be like, yeah, obviously that. Paint fumes? I have no idea. Because they swapped. Not the gramophone. I'm assuming that it'll tell me if I've chosen wrong, right? Because I feel like I've consistently chosen things where they are just keep talking and I don't actually know if they're true. Laura didn't do anything. I know that her paints got mixed up with the other guy. That was just the red paint. But maybe it was just as she did that.
Paint
Let me try
fumes.
this.
I'm not sure about that.
Okay.
Me neither.
No.
Something in the room caused
Okay.
Freya to fall unconscious.
Laura.
Flora.
I'm not sure about that.
The
Me
gramophone?
neither.
Something in the room caused Freya to fall unconscious.
Okay, well, I was doing well up until this point.
The gramophone.
Right.
But the gramophone by itself can't do that.
There was something in the gramophone.
There was something in the gramophone.
Mm-hmm. Something small.
What was in the gramophone? What could be in the gramophone that would cause her to go to sleep? I mean, nothing's screaming out at me and being like, yeah, that would obviously put her to sleep. Oh, that's alright, Patrick. God of War is a fucking godly game. Played it a while ago on PS5, but yeah, one of the best games I've played for a long, long time. probably was mentioned briefly. Was it this flower?
That's not it.
Okay. It's not going to be anything that we found recently, is it? So it's got to be this page. Let me see, let me see. How have you been, Patrick? You well? Got to be something little, right? Got to be something little. Going to be a drawing. Some feathers?
That's not it.
Okay. Something that's going to be pushed out once the music starts. I'm being stupid, aren't I? Knocking out an adult. Oh, is it like an... It's not an object that's literally like flown and like hit them.
That's not
No,
it.
they were out. Ah. I think it's a living thing. It's not the birds and cage. Isn't that the only living thing?
That's not it.
There's no living things there. The golden beetle.
Pointer's research says it can emit an incredibly loud hiss when it feels threatened.
Yes.
Poppy and Fitz both said
It's my bad.
they heard
Just
a
'cause
loud
a
noise
week going
around
by
the
and I forget
time of
things. My
murder.
bad, my bad.
Neither of them had any idea what it was.
This seems a little
You've got one.
far-fetched.
Fair
Is it
play.
really loud enough to knock someone out?
No, I don't think so. Not by itself.
Not by
But
itself.
don't forget, it was being amplified by the shape of the gramophone. Now, I don't think we're purely talking about volume either. It might just be a particular type of frequency.
Mm-hmm.
This is getting kinda scientific. Since when do you know anything about the effects of weaponized audio frequency?
I don't, but I think someone else does. Do you remember that statue we found in the music room? The horn it's playing. It's a pretty similar shape to the one on the gramophone. That broken glass isn't there on accident. This is someone's science experiment.
Thinking about it, Pointer said he saw Flora was knocked out too. I
Yes,
guess
he
they
did.
were both in range of the noise, although Pointer might have been lying.
Personally, I think he was telling the truth about that. It's pretty clear a powerful frequency did pass through Flora's tower. Caused quite a bit of damage too.
What was affected by the powerful frequency? Oh, so it needs to be something in Flora's room. The cracked tape. No, no, not this.
Those cracks.
Well,
didn't
yeah, but
appear
that
out of
and there's a
nowhere.
crack in the gramophone as
Freya's
well.
paints, the pink cassette tape,
Mhm.
and the gramophone itself.
Mhm.
They all sustained similar damage
what I meant to
while they
pick.
were in that room.
That's some seriously powerful vibration. Enough to crack metal. Enough to knock someone out all the way across a room.
Yeah, that's the one thing I don't get. If the frequency was so powerful and had such a big range, how did the murderer pull it off? Wouldn't they have been in range too? Think about it. They can't have
The
been
ear
much further away
defenders.
from the gramophone than Flora was.
The ear defenders.
They protected themselves.
How?
The frickin' ear defenders on that
These are
statue.
some pretty heavy-duty earmuffs. I think they'd be enough to block out the sound.
Right. Let's go over everything from the start. 1. Freya is painting Flora's portrait. They're listening to music on the gramophone.
2. The murderer is hiding in the attic, wearing earmuffs.
3. The golden beetle starts to emit its hissing noise.
Hold on. How did it know?
The beetle?
Yeah, what triggered it at that particular moment? Pointer's research said it makes the noise when it feels threatened.
Not sure.
Bird?
Maybe something in the music?
Maybe.
No.
4. Freya and Flora are both knocked unconscious by the vibrations. Freya lands on her back. She drops the brush and palette by her side.
5. The murderer fires the crossbow directly downwards.
Then
6.
reels it back in.
The arrow is pulled back up on the reel.
7. The murderer leaves the attic, presumably.
8.
How'd you leave the attic,
The door is
though?
kicked down.
I don't remember
Fitz
how you
and
got in
Poppy enter the room.
Yes.
That's it.
Okay.
There's something bothering me.
What?
I just want to check something. Let's go back to the crime scene.
Okey-dokey. What's up? Oh. What do you want to look at? Okay, that's just for the case now. What are we looking at?
The answer is in the painting. I'm sure of it.
The answer is in the painting. What do you mean? Is that just what he
The
says?
answer is
Right,
in the
okay.
painting.
So, these are just
I'm
objects
sure
we've already
of
got.
it.
Yeah, confuse them.
I can see the stars. The plant. It's in the book.
What?
Look.
It is in the book. Other birds are often aggressive towards it. Right, so the inkdip is a remarkably intelligent bird with a very long lifespan. Other birds are often aggressive towards it, and the inkdip lives most of its life alone. It has particular feeding habits and usually only eats the seeds of the Tantum amica. Thought that was going to trigger something and it didn't. Right. What? You've said you wanted to come here, and you've not said anything.
It's dark.
Okay, so there is one more thing to unlock. What do you want, love?
Freya, did you leave us a clue?
Oh? What?
So what's bothering you?
Something that's not here. The thing we didn't find. We know she was holding it during the painting.
The feather.
Flora's inkdip feather?
It was here. In this room. Where'd it go?
And why did someone take it? We never found it. We found it somewhere else. We found it here in Flora's tower. We haven't found it, have we? We haven't found it.
We never found it.
You sure about that?
Oh,
Not entirely. Flora's inkdip feather?
It was here. In this room. Where'd it go?
We found it somewhere else.
excuse me?
We were a little too late to save it.
So it was stolen from the crime scene. And ended up in the incinerator down in the study.
Someone wanted to destroy it, I guess.
But how? How was it stolen from up here in Flora's tower?
Well, a lot of people
Presumably,
came up
Flora
here.
dropped it when she fell unconscious.
Yeah, and then what? The murderer couldn't have stolen it if they were up in the attic.
So the question is, how could they steal something from a room they weren't able to access? The final clue about the crime scene. Freya left it for us right here.
Oh, the pressure. It's in... We've looked in the gramophone, we've looked in the egg, and we've looked at the painting.
It's in
I don't
the
know.
unfinished painting.
Let's just cycle through them.
It's not quite a photo, but still, it's an image of the crime scene recorded just before the murder. If only she'd finished it, and then I could be totally
But
sure.
why is there an invisible
It's true she never finished
version
it.
of the plant there?
But she did intend to finish it.
Meaning?
We know more about the painting than what Freya actually got down on the canvas.
We know more about the painting than what Freya got down on the canvas. How did Freya show us her intentions for the painting?
That's not it.
Okay. As in, like, what similar things is there that would have got her to do the painting? I don't understand what you mean.
That's not it.
How did Freya show us her intentions for the painting? I mean, there's some other sketches, but that's not going to be it, is it? That's the thing about the book. Well, that's more drawings from Flora.
That's not it.
Oh, I've already done that one, haven't I? I don't quite know what you mean. Another close look at the painting. Oh, it's not the... Freya added the blood to the painting herself. Her red paint was swapped out with the blood. Flora's not holding a knife, she's holding a red and white inked in feather. Well, that has about the plan.
That's not it.
Okay. And then... I mean, that has a thing of the feather. Freya was unable to finish the painting. She died sometime during the process. Appears to be wielding a knife. The red substance was discovered to be blood. What affected the paint? The blood, the paint.
That's not it.
No, okay. That was to do with the blood.
That's not it.
Okay. I'm not sure what Freya intended to paint. Well, she intended to paint the other plant. There's going to be a second plant and the mountains. Oh, what Freya... okay, so what... something else. What would show what she intended to paint but didn't get round to? No, it's not that. Always. That is me to a T. You should know this.
That's not it.
I thought that was going to be the plan.
That's not it.
Okay. Recently interacted with.
That's not it.
Sorry. I'm being stupid now.
That's not it. That's not it.
How do I know she was going to paint mountains in another plant? Because she sketched them on the painting. They're already drawn, but yet to be painted. And these bits are yet to be painted. So because they were drawn in pencil first, that is how I know. Which you would think would then trigger me to know the answer.
Freya prepared all the colors she was going to need before she started painting.
Hang on. They're already drawn, but where's the paint? Yeah, Freya prepared all the colours she was going to need before she started painting. God, I'm stupid. Okay. Right, so we've got blood on the brush, we've got brown and grey paint where we've got all the different paints. And this side, which was part of Flora's dress, which Freya had lost, is the murder weapon of something sitting in the window, dropped by the ink dip bird. Going to be used to paint. Victim feather dropped by the ink dip bird.
Blood on the brush
No,
was going
okay.
to be used to paint
So
the
sorry.
ink dip feather dropped by the ink dip bird.
Oh, that's not
No.
right. Which then means, so I guess I need to focus on the plant, maybe? The black paint. Was going to be used to paint this sketch of something
Black
sitting in the window.
paint
Okay,
was
well
going
technically
to
it's
be
probably
used to
true, but
paint the
no, not
sketch
that one.
of something sitting in the window. Almost. Maybe.
Oh, I didn't see what she said then. Which is part of Flora's dress, which Freya had lost at the murder. So. Ripped onto the canvas, was added by the murderer. No, isn't actually paint because... What did she say then when I did this? Sorry,
was
hang
going
on.
to be used to paint the sketch of something sitting in the window. Almost.
Maybe just one more
Maybe
change.
just change one thing.
Okay, so that... Okay. That means any of these 4 things could be needed to change. What is it? It's like green, actually, but that's the similar colour. Palette matter in relation to the sketch. Oh, well, there's yellow, and there's nothing yellow yet. Is it that? What do the colours matter? Because we've got the blood. We've got the black. For the dress. Being dropped by the inked bird will just be related to the feather. But why is she prepped yellow? All the other colours seem pretty standard, I want to say. The yellow dip. The yellow paint was a mistake by Freya. No. Because this sketch... This will only lock on certain things. Flora's head, the feather, the potted plant, or this sketch. Dropped onto the canvas. Well, it hasn't dropped onto the canvas, so it's not that. Was added by the murderer? Does seem a bit random. So... That doesn't really make sense for this next bit. No. Blood on the brush. Wasn't added by the murderer. But it wasn't going to be used to paint that sketch. Brown and grey? It's not brown and grey though, is it? But it's also not black. Let me just try the brown and grey.
Brown and grey paint.
She just says
was
it's one
going
more
be
thing to
used
change.
Paint the sketch of something sitting
I
in the
know
window.
this bit's right.
Almost.
Right, okay.
Maybe just change.
Maybe just change one thing. So then I want to say this is right, this is right.
Yellow paint
What?
was going to be used to paint the sketch of something sitting in the window.
Why would it be yellow
Something in the window.
when it looks exactly like the plant? Something yellow in the window of Flora's tower. Oh my god, was it going to be that bird? Oh! It looks exactly the same as the plant!
There she is. Our little thief.
It looks exactly like the plant. That's so funny. Yeah. Yeah, I got you. I got you.
How long has it been there? Did it hear the whole conversation?
She did,
Oh!
but she's a very good listener.
Hello. Why she got question marks above red?
Well now, I think this has quite served its purpose, don't you?
Oh my god. What?
Penny, why did you...
It's Penelope, if you don't mind. But before we begin, isn't there a certain formality demanding our attention?
Lol. Not gonna happen, is it? Something sturdy to tie her hands with. Are you joking? I've got nothing. Oh.
Lovely. Now, tell me, what was it that drove you this far? I'm ever so curious.
Wanted to help Freya's friends. I just need to know justice for Freya.
Justice for Freya.
Is that right? Interesting.
Why did you do it, Penny? What did Freya do to you?
Absolutely nothing.
So, what? You just hated her indiscriminately?
Freya Fellow was an inspiration to us all. She was possessed of a great energy. The volition to create something from nothing. The willpower to walk beyond her boundaries. She was truly free. Everything I couldn't be.
You know what? I just realized I actually have no idea who Penelope Pointer really
I
is.
was going to say, who is Penny?
Weird,
Why are
isn't
we
it?
just assuming...
Considering we've met her, what is it, 3 times now?
Oh, so is it the woman from the aviary?
How do we know this one isn't a disguise too?
Yeah, I'm assuming that
You
is her.
think you've already hollowed us out, don't you? Only a few short hours at Tangle Tower, and you feel like you've got everyone sussed.
Cool, right.
Unearthed
She looks very
every
different.
single one of our secrets.
From what I
Nothing
remember.
but bullet points for your notebook. Go on, indulge me. What does it say in your notes about Penelope Pointer?
Yeah, you're fucking loner, mate.
I suppose I can't argue with that, can I?
Penny, we
Best
only
friends with
know what you
birds.
choose to tell us. So why not help us out?
Very well. Penelope Pointer is actually not very important at all. She pales in comparison to those who came before her and to those that came after. Living at Tangle Tower, it is very difficult to attain the levels of self-realization you probably take for granted.
You sure this is a Tangle Tower thing and not a you thing?
Perhaps you didn't notice. Not one of them is happy, not one.
So why stay? Why not just leave?
I thought she did leave. Penny, you said you traveled, didn't you?
I did. Many times I've walked away. It did not help me. You saw the family tree hanging in the grand hall, did you not?
Yeah, it lists a bunch of people who don't live here anymore.
A bunch of people who don't live here anymore. I couldn't have put it better myself. My mother, for one. My father, too. The other 2 Remingtons. Poppy's mother, Primrose. And her brother, Richard.
And Fitz's father.
That's 5. 5 people that might have lived here, but don't.
And that was the first question I wanted answered.
You wanted to know where they'd all gone?
More than that, I wanted to know if I belonged with them. I have no place here. Not among the Fellows, the Remingtons, or the Pointers. But I felt there must be a reason why everyone else left. Some common purpose they all shared. Perhaps it could be my purpose too.
So, what did you actually do about it?
Nothing I could do, at first. Nobody would tell me anything. The more questions I asked, the fewer answers I got. Then, I found it. I was 19. Same age Freya is now.
Found what?
The study. The one hidden in the middle of the house. It's right next to a bedroom.
I'd hear voices at night. Deep ones. And the strangest thing, the wall behind my bed would get incredibly hot. For hours on end.
Incinerator.
The paint would peel. Wallpaper wouldn't stay up. I thought I was cursed. I thought it was something trying to break through. Eventually, I couldn't take it anymore. I found my way in the same way you did. Once you know it's there, it's simple.
So, you got into the study and found the incinerator. That must have been a relief, right?
It was still warm when I found it. Then, I looked inside. Let's see how thorough you've been. Tell me, do you know what a misted is?
Misted?
Mistids? Sure, yeah.
You're more observant than I thought.
Sorry, what are we talking about?
It's a collective term from before my time. Birds, insects, amphibians, anything living off the lake water. The mutation can take several generations, or it can happen overnight.
Wait, mistids. Like cryptids? Like Bigfoot or whatever.
A little egregious, isn't it? I suspect that was an intentional parallel. The main difference being mistids are perfectly real. They're just kept secret. Or at least, that was the original plan. As it happened, some got out. Quite a few got out.
How do you know all this?
When I entered the study at 19, I found a single object that rather changed my life. Something which answered my questions while at once creating all new ones.
In the study.
That's not it.
Okay. What's gonna say? It's got to be something. Is it going to be something that we found in the study as well?
That's not right. That's not right.
Fuck off.
That's not right.
Oh, fuck off. I just assumed it would be something that we had found. A bird?
That's
It's got
not
to be
right.
research. It's got to be some sort of research, but it's in the study. What was in the study? I mean, these things were in the study. The pinboard, but that's
That's not
about
right.
her. Group photo.
5 missing
Gotcha.
family members standing
Okay.
together.
Oh, her question
as a
was, yeah,
single
did she
unit,
belong?
calling
and stuff?
themselves the ambassadors
okay.
of Misted Mansion.
So, the house was renamed from Misted Mansion to Tangle Tower?
And rightly so. The age of Misted Mansion is long past. When I looked inside the incinerator on my first visit to the study, I found nothing but ash. The afterimage of a bygone era, denied to me in its entirety. The study, the room at the bottom of the lake itself. All empty shells. I felt my only hope lay with the ambassadors. If I could find them, maybe they'd share the family history that Flora and the others were trying so hard to forget.
How did you track them down?
It was tough. They'd taken almost everything. Books, maps, charts. The creatures themselves, all lost, taken away or destroyed. But I got lucky. I got a lead. I found one, and he led me to the rest.
And? What happened? Why'd you paint out all their faces?
They didn't help you either, did they?
19-year-old me had imagined they'd all left with a mission, a unified purpose, but they hadn't. They were, in fact, every bit as fractured as the people that still live here. Most of them had left tracking escaped Mistids. Some claimed to be researchers, others little more than hunters. All 5 completely useless to me.
Even your own parents?
Eventually, I returned to Tangle Tower. I had nowhere else to go. I considered giving up, but instead, I made a decision. There was only one person at Tangle Tower still of interest to me. My dear Uncle Pointer had suddenly made a show of taking up astronomy. A fairly superficial charade. I don't think many people were fooled by it. But I knew it wasn't just a falsehood. It was a mask. Pointer had found something from the era of Misted Mansion.
What was it Professor Pointer found from the era of Misted Mountain? This was in his room.
So where did he get the beetle?
I cannot be sure, but I theorize that he received it in the post.
In the post? From who?
Who can say? Someone outside Tangle Tower. But the thought that he would be in contact with such a person. All that time, I decided to take what was owed to me.
So you stole it.
Stealing the beetle turned out to be only the first step. Upon realizing it was gone, Pointer made little effort to disguise his frustration. I asked what was bothering him. He foresaw no risk in sharing a little of the truth with his niece. He told me he'd lost a rare treasure, something he'd been keeping safe. I suggested, innocently, that perhaps it was not lost. Perhaps it had been stolen. He was very ready to believe he'd been the victim of theft. When I offered to call in a private detective, he jumped on the idea. She arrived the next day. Hawkshaw prides herself on her punctuality, as you know.
Why, though? Why go through all that? The name, the costume, and everything?
It's somewhat sad to admit, but I had little use left for Penny Pointer as she was. Hawkshaw afforded me new advantages, opportunities.
But didn't you have to pretend to be working for Professor Pointer?
Well, that was one of the advantages. Pointer was in such a desperate state, he was finally willing to share some of his secrets. On the second day, Hawkshaw explained she needed to be able to search the secret laboratory. Pointer gave in and gave me the code for the harp statue. Reluctantly, but still.
So, you stole
Interesting.
Pointer's research?
I would have done, if I'd found anything worth stealing. But he had made remarkably little progress, barely scratching the surface of the beetle's true mystery.
Which is?
It carries an exoskeleton approximately 90% identical to gold. But it's not the 90% I'm interested in. Did you ever question what exactly makes the water here so unique? Before Misted Mansion was built over the lake, before the lake was even a lake, Lord Remington and his wife built a small structure here, a research station, supposedly. Fast forward 2 or 3 generations, and as you saw for yourself, it's been mostly cleared out.
The ambassadors took everything when they left.
And everything they didn't take was burned in the incinerator. However, possessing additional insight, I found something the others had missed. It's not much, but I have what I need.
So, why isn't this the end of the story? Why did you stay? Why did you kill Freya?
Will of Freya Fellow. Oh goodness, what's going on here then? Hello.
Simply put, Freya was too good for me. It's my fault. I pushed her over the edge, unknowingly, but still, I take the blame.
What are you talking about?
Did you know I based the design for Hawkshaw on something Freya painted? That's right. I had assumed it was purely abstract. I just thought it had a good energy. I later discovered
Yeah, it's
it
like
was
a
a
hair,
figure
isn't
of
it? The
some
black
kind,
bit.
something from Freya's recurring nightmare. For all her vitality, I think Freya was probably the most troubled of all of us. She was desperate to leave Tangle Tower, but she couldn't just walk away. For quite some time, she'd been trying to break into Pointer's laboratory. Freya and her friends were halfway through deciphering those symbols on the harp statue, I believe.
Why did she care about getting into Pointer's lab?
That's exactly what I wondered. At first, I thought perhaps she just wanted to free the beetles. She has a fondness for them. What Pointer was doing upset her significantly. But in fact, I think it was something else. I think she wanted to free Fiona. The real reason Freya was unable to leave Tangle Tower is that she could not get Fiona to agree to come with her.
That's Fifi.
We're now firmly in the realm of speculation, but I think Freya felt that exposing the darker secrets of Tangle Tower, not just to the rest of the family, but to the world, would compromise all 3 families, and perhaps, somehow, free Fiona from the shackles of her inheritance. That was her plan anyway. But something happened. Before Freya could find her way into Pointer's laboratory.
She found her way into your study, found your notes, found that photograph. I'm willing to bet she put it all together quicker than we did.
So she worked out what had happened to the 5 ambassadors. Specifically, what you'd done to them when they refused to help you.
Freya had made a promise to paint Flora as a birthday gift, a parting gift no less. She'd be in a locked room, several hours away from her friends. It was my best chance.
But why hide in the attic? And why bother with the beetle at all?
The beetle in the gramophone wasn't for Freya. It was for Flora. She didn't deserve to be involved. She suffered enough. I couldn't get Flora out of her room, but if she could be unconscious, then she wouldn't have to witness anything.
Why the knife? The illusion of the painted knife with the blood.
That was for Fiona. And Poppy too, I suppose. Gave them something to focus on.
You mean it distracted them while you made your escape?
It helped them cope. The very idea of something abstract, something supernatural. I believe it made things marginally less painful for them, initially. Worked on you, too.
So why are you still here? Why not take your first chance and leave?
Well, I've been waiting for an opportunity to get my beetle back. I'd really rather not leave without it.
Wait, it's still here?
It's still inside the gramophone.
Oh no. Oh no. Shit. Her hands were tied up. Surely she couldn't have got ear defenders on. Huh? She's taken our boat and gone. Taking the boat and gone? Are you mad? We tied her hands up. Yeah, that was a bit of a jump scare.
What's going on?
No way.
Poppy, they are both awake.
I can see.
You two all right?
My head hurts. What happened to us?
You were both unconscious. 14 minutes by my count.
Really?
You're both fine. No injuries.
Was it the beetle? In the gramophone? I heard it through the ceiling in my room.
The exact same sound we heard before the murder.
I guess it must have been.
So how did we get down here? What happened to Penny?
Fitz saved both of you, obviously.
When I reached Flora's tower, you were both unconscious, and Penny was crouched down beside you. She had her crossbow on her.
Oh.
But who knows? She may have just been checking you were both asleep.
Did you know that she was the murderer?
Poppy and Fifi suspected her. Apparently, they were pretty close to solving it themselves.
Fitz did not want to believe us, because he liked Penny. A lot.
But what happened? Fitz, what did she do when she saw you?
She jumped out the window.
What? Did she survive?
She did.
I heard something land in the garden outside my room, but by the time I got out there to check, she was already gone.
Hang on. Poppy, why do you have Penny's hat bird?
She left him behind. I found
Oh.
him sitting on the floor in the aviary,
How
all by
sad.
himself. Poor little thing. The mean lady didn't care about you at all, did she? No, she didn't.
I apologize. Poppy seems to be under the illusion that the bird can understand human language.
So, Penny got away.
I'm afraid she did.
We had suspected she might try to escape. I was stationed here by the lake's edge. I proved to be an ineffective guard. She took the boat.
Did she take the beetle with her?
Nope,
How do you
No.
know?
because it's right here.
It was still in the
Interesting.
gramophone. I guess I scared her off before she had a chance to take it.
Poppy,
Okay, that's good.
what are you going to do with it? Are you going to give it back to your father?
No, I'm not. It doesn't belong to anyone. So, I'm going to put it on the ground and never bother it again. I think that's what she would have wanted.
Oh, okay. Very sudden end. But alright, I'm not mad at it. So the murderer got away, but we understand now why she did it. And she didn't leave with the beetle, which is what she wanted. Interesting. Okay. Okay. Very good. And that is that. Let me have a look, because there is a new one coming out, isn't there? There's a new one coming out. Tangle Tower. When is that one coming out? Let's have a gander. SFB Games. The Mermaid Mask. We don't know. It just says coming soon. Well, that's boring. You're not going to... Oh. Oh. Anything else? No. Complete the game. We did it. We did it. We did it. Mermaid Mask release date. Can we get anything else? See, last year it was slated to release in 2024, but I can't see here on Google any rumors of a date. It still says 2024, Q4 2024, which I guess we still do technically have time for, but you think if it was going to be the end of this year, they would have put that on the Steam page, and they have not. It just says coming soon. So, okay, until then, we will have to wait and see. Let's move you back over. That's the game all done. That's Tangle Tower. That was really good. Hope you enjoyed it. You've obviously already played it, or already seen people play it, but thanks a lot for the help. As you know, I needed it. Yeah, really good. I think there's a lot of benefits to playing these sorts of puzzle games on stream. I think it allows you to get involved more and help me. So yeah, I'm glad it was fun to revisit. We'll have to see what I'm going to play next. I might put a poll up on YouTube. I know, 1.5 hours, and you nailed it last week. It might have been both of you, but you said you probably got about an hour and a half left, and we are bang on. So well done. But yeah, I'm going to put a poll up, so look out for the poll next week on YouTube. I don't know how well the posts I do on YouTube come up for you on your phones or whatever. I don't really know, like how visible they are. Hopefully, I mean, I did get votes on the last game to record, the last one I did, so hopefully you do see them. Oh, I did. I think I did, but I didn't do the last chapter that like wraps everything up. I don't think. Yeah, I think I forgot to do that, and I kind of just missed it off because I just assumed it was just going to kind of wrap everything up. But yeah, look out for the poll. Make sure to get your vote in for what you want me to stream next. It won't be next weekend. I've got family visiting next weekend. It'll probably be the weekend after that I stream a new game. So check your YouTube next week. Get your vote in so we can decide what's going to be next up. And yeah, thanks a lot for watching. Enjoy your weekend. I might do it, I'll be honest. I don't really like to go back to games that I've not played for ages. I fully believe that it is worth it. But I think I've missed the boat on it. But yeah, enjoy your weekends. Thank you very much for coming to chill and help me out. And I will see you in the next stream. Take care of yourselves.